Hey everyone, today we're going to be exploring the East Village in New York City. This neighborhood is known for its hip bars, clubs, cafes, galleries, and even a lot of bookstores. One of my favorite bookstores in the entire city is just off of St. Mark's, which we'll explore today. It is called the East Village Bookstore. Now, one of the reasons why I like it so much is because they get a lot of their product from estate sales and other types of sales throughout the city and upstate New York. So if you're into like used books, rare books, like very, very rare and unique finds, I think you're probably going to like it. So check it out. It's the East Village Bookstore. But there's also many others in the neighborhood. It's very vibrant, the East Village, very eclectic, I guess you could say. In my experience, let's just say a laid-back attitude. That pretty much sums up the environment and the culture here in the East Village. Now, the East Village / the Lower East Side Historic District was officially designated in 2012, and this includes things like historic tenement houses, theaters, cathedrals, and more. And on today's walking tour, we're going to be exploring that and more as we make this right on Astor Place. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. It's about 5:07 p.m. Eastern, and it's 97 degrees in New York City, and very humid. Just stopped raining. This is the corner of East 8th Street. And then here you have that Wegmans. I believe this is the third Wegmans in New York City. The first one was at the Brooklyn Navy Yard. Now right here at Astor Place, this used to be one of the most famous Starbucks locations, but it was also one of the grimiest, and it closed down due to, well, it was almost like a virtual homeless encampment in there, so it's now closed down. We have some freestyle here. Love those buildings too, with those water towers on there. You never know what you're going to see in New York. It's one of my favorite things about it. You never know, you just may run into a freestyle rap battle here. This is now Cooper Square.
Baby, we gotta get you that.
A few of the landmarks in the East Village include the former Yiddish Art Theater, Webster Hall, which is a nightclub, which is very popular amongst a younger crowd. So chances are, if you go to college in the city, like a Columbia student, a Barnard student, NYU, or any of the CUNY colleges, probably have gone out to Webster Hall a few times. You also have the Orthodox Cathedral of the Holy Virgin Protection. So there is a lot of landmarks here in the East Village. This is a brand new development on the corner of St. Mark's Place, which is really surprising to see because if you've ever been to St. Mark's Place, it's all pre-war buildings that quite honestly are a little bit run down, but that's what kind of makes St. Mark's Place great. Only, people who've been to St. Mark's will kind of understand that comment. I really like the grunginess and the grittiness of St. Mark's, if that makes sense. Here you have the famous St. Mark's Hotel. Looks like they're doing some sort of movie shoot here. Mind you, we're on the corner of 3rd Avenue You're looking at 101 Astor Place, St. John's University. If you're thinking about moving here and you have kids, probably not the best neighborhood for it. This is more of a neighborhood for young folks, college students. But if you are moving here with kids, they do have about 23 primary and secondary schools. Good medical infrastructure, 2 hospitals serving the area as well. I believe Beth Israel Medical Center is just to the north of here. It's on the border, and that services the East Village. But generally speaking, when I think about the East Village, I think about nightlife and potentially even punk rock and music and rebelliousness. Check out how beautiful some of the buildings are here. Now, a lot of them are old and sometimes even in disrepair. But I really, really like the pre-war buildings. This is the Hamilton Holly House for St. Mark's Place. Now we'll talk pricing. Hey. Now we'll talk pricing if you're thinking about moving here, specifically renting. It's still pretty expensive, as all of New York is. Median rents across all types and bedroom counts is roughly $5,195. And on the high end, which would be, higher bedroom counts, $5,260. So still pretty steep. You're above that $5,000 a month range. To some people who are not from New York, to spend about $60,000 a year on rent does seem a little bit crazy, but that's honestly the norm in New York City. In most situations, at least. Also, something important to note is that since the majority of the buildings here pre-war, the apartments can tend to be somewhat small, or on the smaller end, particularly in a lot of the tenement-style homes. The average apartment size is roughly 572 square feet. For New York City living, I've seen 450 square foot apartments here, even less. Some of the rental apartments that these landlords throw on the markets as studios, quote unquote, some of them don't even have a bathroom in your own apartment. You have to use it in the hallway. And oftentimes those are like 150 square foot boxes, essentially. As you can see, just walking around, definitely a different demographic than, let's say, walking around Tribeca, Midtown East, Central Park South, or even the Upper West Side of Manhattan. It's just lots of young kids going out here. The East Village was also well known for punk rock back in the day. In the 1980s, that's when Greenwich Village was really starting to get, let's just say, gentrified. And that pushed a lot of the local artists out to the East Village in search for cheaper rents. I really do like the buildings though here. It's very aesthetically pleasing to the eye. Oh, it just wasn't a good distance. If you're talking about purchasing something here, the median condo sales price last month in June was approximately $1.6 million. In terms of median price per square foot, you're looking at about $1,600 bucks a foot. Whatever. Some of these new developments in Chelsea, West Village, particularly 80 Clarkson, those new units are commanding anywhere from $5,000 a square foot all the way up to $8,000 a foot. Very lively out today. Coming up to the corner of East 9th Street and 2nd Avenue. You can see the skyline of Midtown Manhattan in the distance. Those buildings are so tall you can see the top of 1 Vanderbilt, 270 Park Avenue, as well as 432 Park Avenue. It's also a very diverse neighborhood too. There's a large Ukrainian population here still. But if you take it all the way back in the early 19th and early 20th centuries, the East Village really became a major immigrant hub. It housed one of the world's largest German-speaking communities and was later the world's largest Jewish settlement, centered around 2nd Avenue, known as the Yiddish Rialto. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right. Another fun fact about the East Village is that the neighborhood also housed the first federally subsidized housing development in the United States. And you still feel a lot of that culture. I mean, if you walk St. Mark's Place, if you walk 2nd Avenue, there's a lot of different restaurants from all over the world. You'll see Indian restaurants, Italian restaurants, old school Ukrainian places. You could really get any type of cuisine you want down here. When I was in college, I spent a ton of time down here, particularly over by Tompkins Square Park. look what's going on here. I think they're filming some sort of a big movie scene. Let's go check it out. I see camera crews everywhere. Okay, we got the light. Here in the East Village in the mid-1970s, punk rock is what really saw that kind of contrast to mainstream, if you will. Counterculture, very rebellious. The East Village was a major, major hub for that. Looks like they have the whole street closed down.
I think Carolyn's like not.
Oh, this is cool. I didn't even know that was an NYPD unit. It says NYPD movie and TV unit. That sounds like an amazing job. I never even knew that was an NYPD unit. Sign me up for that. Which kind of makes sense though, right? I mean, how many great movies and TV shows were made in New York City where they have to shut down the streets, shut down the main train terminals in order to get the shots. I guess it's to keep the actors and actresses safe, potentially. But I never knew it was a dedicated unit. I've only heard of like the Emergency Service Unit, the ESU, or the U. Counterterrorism Unit, Transit Unit. Let's see what they're filming here. It says vehicles will be towed to the nearest legal spot if not moved. July 25th to July 2025. What's up?
Are you on set?
Say again?
Are you on set?
No, I'm just in public.
Oh, nope. They don't want anyone taking pictures or recording.
I'm sorry, it's public. So
They don't want anyone taking pictures.
I mean, it's public.
I know it's public
I don't.
street, but they're recording it.
Yeah, but so am I. I'm recording here too.
I mean, but they're filming for a movie.
Yeah, I know. But I'm in public. I can be. So I'm sorry. I'm just gonna go back to my business. You can go back to yours. Have a good day. Not to be a jerk, but I'm just saying it's public. The project is ABC Studios. I guess they say you can't film in public, but we can. We'll take a lap around the block and then we'll go to Tompkins Square Park. You can see some of the original townhomes to the right.
Sorry, excuse me.
Hey. Oh, it's public. It's public space. There's two pretty decent coffee shops to the left, one of which is called The Bean. However, they've been closing a lot earlier recently. I would say predominantly after the pandemic. They used to be open till midnight. I remember studying in some of the coffee shops down here till 11:30. There's this one called Think Coffee a little bit further down by New York University. They used to be open till 11:30 at night. And now I think it closes at 8. Hopefully over time as things regress back to normal. Will they be open a little bit later? If you want to talk about public transportation down in the East Village, I would say the most convenient area to get on is the 6 train over here at Astor Place, which will pretty much take you anywhere on the east side of Manhattan. It's also a quick transfer at 42nd Street, Grand Central Terminal, where you could take the Metro North and now even the Long Island Railroad. So if you want to live down here and then maybe you work in Midtown East or really anywhere on Park Avenue in finance or in consulting, it's only going to be 2 or 3 stops and you're right at 42nd Street and you're at 50th Street, which is right on Park Avenue. I believe it lets you off in Madison and then you walk 1 block over and you're at Park. This is the Ray's Pizza. You also have the Cooper Union College here. Oftentimes we talk about real estate and architecture on the show. Cooper Union is a great prestigious institution that churns out some of the best architects. Also a lot of engineers too. Really, really smart individuals go to the Cooper Union School here. The historic campus was established in 1859. And as discussed, you also have that St. John's University Manhattan campus right here too. And just a few short blocks away is New York University. You could really see why St. Mark's Place is a hotspot for a lot of students. You do have a lot of high concentration of universities and schools here. There's Cooper Union right there on the corner of East 7th Street. That's one of the original buildings. Look at how beautiful the architecture is on these buildings here. I just really like the cityscapes here, and of course you have those beautiful Manhattan water towers at the tops of the buildings. There's just so much character to this neighborhood. Some of the best hotels that I'd recommend on the Lower East Side is the Public Hotel. Cheaper option is the East Village Hotel. And you also have Moxie NYC. East Village. And then the Standard. This is now East 5th Street and Cooper Square. You can see the Standard Hotel a little bit better from here. It's pretty good views. Has a certain uniqueness about it. This is now going to merge into the Bowery if you continue down past East 3rd Street.
Okay.
This is Phoebe's Tavern and Grill.
Where are y'all going?
We'll make this left. I really like these basement retail fronts in these older buildings. Have different boutiques in each one. It's really quite nice. And of course, these bright brick facades with the fire escapes. It's a really pretty block, just in general. Really nice tree-lined streets. This is a cool shot here with this older car. East Village will also have a lot of these test theaters. They test out different shows, lots of creativity down here, which I love. This is the New York Theater Workshop. And we just passed the Alpha Omega Theatrical Dance Company. This is now back on 2nd Avenue. Let's quickly turn around and take in some of these beautiful buildings again. I hope many of these are able to stay up.
y después cuadraron para hacer un
I gave I was sick and I had to do attendance. And I looked at him and I go, oh.
Pretty
you're
cool
a
art
bad
gallery.
chick, 'cause Bobby does all that stuff.
Let's check out what this restaurant is. This looks like a pretty cool place. Maybe I'll have to pop in here and try it. Sugal. Wow, it has a Michelin star. I'm glad I walked down here. See, there's so many different hidden gems down here, you would just never know. You just have to come down here for yourself, check it out. Mono Mono Cafe. This place looks really, really beautiful too. Very cool. I'll have to remember to come back here as well. I think it's important to make a point to support the small local businesses down here, because that's really is what has made the East Village so great. This place, Hatsu Omakase. There's a lot of omakase places in New York that are hit or miss. I'll have to try this one out too. Jennifer Cafe, breakfast, lunch, and juices. Now right here is 75 First Avenue. This is actually a building we developed at the Colonnade Group. Stefano Farsura is the main managing partner at the firm. He is married to Kirsten Jordan, who is one of the top real estate brokers in New York City, who I also work for. This is an interesting deal because it cantilevers over this Rite Aid. I'll kind of show you what I mean. So part of the building quite literally hovers over the Rite Aid. If you want to see some other buildings that the Colonnade Group was on, you could check out Gramercy North, which is 139 East 23rd Street. But the main developer's name is Stefano Farsura. And here it is, 75 First Avenue. It has really, really nice views. If you go back and look through the YouTube channel, I took a video of the penthouse apartment, which sits right here, that has really stunning views of all of Midtown Manhattan. And once we cross the street, you'll see a little bit of what I'm talking about how the building cantilevers over the Rite Aid here. Pretty unique, right? And as I said, Stefano also developed Gramercy North. Really big windows in this building too. Big floor-to-ceiling glass windows. See, this is going to be difficult, what they're going to do with this Rite Aid. It's closing now, and I believe they were a holdout. That's kind of why you see the building go up and then cantilever over. But I think this should be apartments. If it is, though, I think those views will be destroyed, but I believe they may be protected because of an air rights purchase.
This is good one. This is good.
Sorry.
This is good.
Oh yes, very good, very good.
What brand is this?
Osmo DJI. Very good. Check it out.
Thank you, man.
Yeah, no worries. Have a great day.
For film, photo, everything, right?
Yes, yes, absolutely. head back up First Avenue on the corner of East 7th Street.
And then
Wow, look at that. This is a mural of the World Trade Center. So good.
it's happening in this moment.
Momentarily, we'll be back on St. Mark's Place.
I'm just sure so many people show up there, like trying to like do something that they haven't been anyway. And I'm assuming they'll just get guidance there. And like, yeah, you showed up knowing exactly what they're about. Exactly what you're doing. I bet she's so
St. Mark's Place is always really, really lively, especially on the weekends. This is the corner of First Avenue and St. Mark's. I believe one of these buildings is the very famous album cover for Led Zeppelin's 1975 album, Physical Graffiti. Wow, this would be great to come back at night and do a nightlife walking tour, as these restaurants have a ton of outdoor dining space. This is the East Village bookstore we were talking about earlier. This is one of my favorite bookstores in all of New York City by a large, large margin.
para indicar que tú eras también de
I mean, they're big. That's Reformation art.
Here you'll start to see some of the bar activity. Lots of the intern kind of bars. This is a really cool neighborhood. Particularly this little string of bars here. I feel like this is what the majority of city life should be. Streets should more so be for pedestrians as opposed to cars. Because I mean, imagine if this was just all vehicles. You wouldn't have any of this outdoor dining space at all. I mean, look at how amazing this is. It's so unique. It's very European in nature, like a very, very big European vibe. Let's check out the mural on the side of this bar. Isn't that cool? And this is one more shot looking back down the street. Very cool.
All that, all the above. All the above. That's it. That's it. You get it, you get it. Don't. That's it. Okay? I'm good. When that works, you go ahead. Pull you back.
Okay, if you guys enjoyed that walking tour of New York City's East Village, feel free to leave a like on the video and subscribe if you are new. And as always, we will see you in the next one, and have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Thanks so much for watching.